Hello everybody, my name is Rounded Square and this is my first installment in my new Let's Play series, Napoleon Total War. So now I've taken a quick look at some of the campaigns in this game, and although I made my announcement or whatever trailer for like the French campaign, I'm thinking I'm going to do a campaign of the coalition because it's kind of less structured than the other ones. If you go to the single player, you'll see that the Napoleon campaigns, it's very, you have to do these specific campaigns. Now, the campaigns of the coalition are the people who are all against France and Napoleon's rule. So I thought we would take a look at some of the factions that we can play as, and then I will have you guys vote on which one, even though, whatever, technically I have 3 subscribers and one of them is myself. I probably won't be getting that many views. Hopefully you guys will come to this video and vote, and we will get some votes on here. So, and if not, I decide which one's the coolest. So let's look at the selection of factions I can choose from. We have first Austria right here, and I'm going to be doing world domination, by the way. You start with, where Austria is kind of Eastern Europe, and we get kind of a, I don't know what that looks like really. It's kind of hard to make out, and it just looks like a random blob country right now, but we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 territories to start off with, and a couple on the shores of whatever that is, Adriatic, maybe, I think. I'm not sure. Yes, the Adriatic. And that would be fun kind of to do like an Italian conquering, and we're close to the Ottoman Empire, and we're kind of in the middle of Europe, which is a different situation than a couple of these countries, or a couple of these factions. That is the Austrians. Next is the British. And apparently they start with Ireland, Wales, Scotland, but not England. That's kind of weird. And they kind of have... Oh, and we also get this little, tip of Spain here. But they have a lot of island nations, or like not really island, but like coastal nations to capture, and we'll have to capture some of France, and definitely some difficult territories to capture. And overall, but I do like being on an island because like you can control the seas and the navy just like the British did, which I like to do. I like the navies, and controlling the seas is very important in this game. Next here is Prussia, and they have kind of a nation that looks like so far it's been conquered by a patient at Shutter Island because it looks pretty crazy. It's got like 3 territories in Eastern Europe, and then 1 randomly like 3 territories away. I don't know why it's like that. Apparently they don't like being together, so we will have to unite all of that in a brick looking feature here, and that looks pretty difficult, but should be interesting and fun. And I like Prussian's flag, it's very cool. Obviously in this campaign, controlling the Baltic would be important, and just the Central Europe is probably important to control. And then finally you have Russia, who's this huge block of land here, and they have access to both the Baltic and the Black Sea, which puts them at a strategic position when it comes to navy, even though they're not really close to Great Britain or Italy or any of the places that really rely on that. But it's pretty interesting and cool, and they have these and it doesn't look like they actually have too many regions to capture, but the Russians are just kind of there. Obviously, as history goes, they rely a lot on like a mass amount of troops, and apparently they have cunning commanders. Advantage of time and space should a war go badly. No invaders from the west can comprehend the emptiness of the steppes. Something, 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 and the merciless campaigns of General Winter. Alright, so they have a lot of land, apparently. I'll actually read a little bit about each nation now. The Prussians are against Great Britain apparently, and they're at war with France too. So that does not, or maybe they're allied with the British and at war with the French, and they are also allied with the Russians and the Austrians. So that puts them at a pretty big advantage there, actually, that they have kind of Central and Eastern Europe under control. Britain hate the French, annoyance of the Scots. Everyone calls them, are disliked in every court in Europe for their arrogance and willingness to fight and die against the French. And something, something, something. Is better. Their position in 1805 is better than might be expected, but not due to its own efforts. The British to build a new alliance. Royal Navy to keep control of the seas. So yeah, they're the water nation. Water world. And Austria has Russians will be expected to compensated for any efforts against Napoleon, but Austria can put up. Yeah, so they are apparently at odds with Prussia over the greater whole of Germany, and that would be kind of an interesting thing to play out, since, you know, they're not on really good lands, good terms with France, so kind of in a bad position, but they have good location, I guess. Yeah, that would be a fun campaign. So we have Austria, Great Britain, Prussia, and Russia. Leave your vote in the comment section. Also, I will have you vote on the difficulty I'm playing at. I can probably play at normal or hard, but I'm not sure how the difficulty is. The AI smart in this game. I've beaten a game on normal. I've gotten about halfway through a game on hard, so I'm looking to up my challenge. I definitely cannot play on very hard, so do not vote very hard and do not vote easy. So normal or hard, also vote for. You can vote on some gameplay options. Maybe you guys want to leave some tips in there, but I do like to manage my cities, so I won't let them do that and stuff. Yeah, so those are the factions. Vote. Also, if I get an overwhelming number of comments, which I won't, that say play as France, I will do that, because I'd like to see what people I'll do what people want. So if you want to see me play as France, just tell me. So I will have hopefully some votes and maybe my first episode coming up tomorrow. Probably it will, because I'll get bored and I want to put it up. So this has been Rounded Square, or me, myself, and I, as first episode of my new Let's Play series, Napoleon Total War. So leave your comments down below. There we go. Goodbye.